Hi, James.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. That's a big chicken back there.
Isn't it awesome? The backyard.
Yeah. From background poultry to raised garden beds to just getting outside to enjoy the weather, spring continues to be one of the most active and essential reasons for many. Now, joining us today to talk about great ways to get the most out of your backyard this year are Marty Skoll Jordan, Community Relations Manager at Tractor Supply, and Tyler Potts, Regional Buyer for Tractor Supply. Good morning to both of you. How are you?
Oh, good morning. Hope you're doing well, James.
Good
I
morning.
hope. Thank you so much. It looks like the chicken's on steroids. So, Marty, it looks like you have some little chirping friends with you. Can you tell us more about Chick Days?
Oh, yes. Chick Days is going on at Tractor Supplies all over the country right now through September. And what does that mean? Live chicks like these that we have in the studio this morning, they're actually having a good time chasing each other. There's an adventurer, there's a little instigator in there. And you hear them. They are just chirping like crazy. This is something that you can have at home. And a lot of folks, because of the price of eggs and the scarcity of eggs, have gone to raising their own chickens. We know now that 1 out of 5 of our customers is raising chickens. We also know that this has gone up by 50% of where people want to do it over the last few years, and especially right now because of the price of those eggs. So how do you get started on this? Well, you go to Tractor Supply during Chick Days, buy a few chickens, make sure you have a stock tank, some shavings for it, fresh food, fresh water, and a light to keep them warm and keep them growing. And then eventually you will have a chicken coop and some chicken wire to keep the predators out and keep these chicks in. Eventually you're going to have eggs. So think about this: between 18 weeks and 22 weeks, you're going to get your first eggs. And eventually these varieties will lay between 4 and 6 eggs a week.
Wow. This year we're seeing egg shortages in the stores and the bird flu
Yeah.
scare is out there. How are those two items factoring in into Chick Days this year?
I think the bird flu initially caused that scarcity in eggs. And so a lot of folks are getting the chickens. There is quite a bit of cost up front, but then that equals out in the end as you are getting that 4 to 6 eggs per chicken. And so depending upon how many you have, you will have a lot of eggs per week for you, your relatives, and your neighbors. Also, with the avian flu, there's been a lot of concern nationwide with this. So we work very carefully with our hatcheries. We're very healthy hatcheries. Our chickens come avian flu free certified. And we're also working very closely with a federal plan, which is the National Poultry Improvement Plan. And that means that these chickens will be healthy. They come to us at the store healthy. They go home to you healthy. And then keep changing out the shavings, keep them having fresh water, and you're going to have some lovely fresh eggs.
Wow. Tyler, raising chicks may not be for everyone. Some people are looking for other ways to cut their grocery bill and are looking to grow their own vegetables. What tips do you have for them?
Yes, so the small space gardening is definitely a trend that we're seeing increase as people may not have a large enough yard or a lot of land to have a traditional in-ground garden that we're all used to. And the great thing is Tractor Supply has that solution in a couple of different ways, one being a raised bed garden. Raised bed gardens have a great advantage because you can control the content of the soil based off whatever vegetable or herb you're trying to grow. Also, they tend to have less weeds and also less pests because they're raised off the ground. Now, if you don't have the space for a raised bed garden, or if you're new to this and you don't want to jump straight into that, but you still want to grow your own produce, we have an option for you in a patio ready veggie or herb. And the great thing about this is within a few weeks of making that purchase, depending on the health and the conditions the plant is in, you will start to see and or get produce off those plants. So nothing's more exciting than that. Now, whenever picking what plant is best for you, the best that we see, or the most popular plant, is definitely the tomato. The tomato has different varieties which yield different amounts. So you can get anywhere from 20 to 90 tomatoes depending on which variety you pick. And the good news for you is not only with tomatoes, but with peppers and onions and any leafy greens that you're looking at putting in, you have no frost zone within the San Diego market. So you are ready to start digging in the dirt now.
Beyond gardening, what other outdoor projects are people tackling?
We're seeing a lot of people check off their to-do list right now, especially myself. Also, people tackling a bunch of DIY projects. So as we just talked about, raised bed gardening is one of those. Building fences around old or new garden spaces. And also people are enhancing their outdoor space as an extension of their home, adding grills, furniture, string lights to both their patios and their backyards, but also enhancing their coops as they get more birds and or their runs. We're also seeing people invest more into rain barrels as well as composters as they're trying to continue to support that sustainable lifestyle.
Now, Marty, where can we get more information to get started on our spring outdoor projects? And where can we get that big bird?
Well, come on in stores, Tractor Supply. There's a lot of them around the San Diego area. Or you can go online to tractorsupply.com/season. You can see all of these items and also get more information on what we chatted about today.
Tyler, Marty, thank you so much for joining us on Morning Blend. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
Hank.
you.